All right, so I wanted to share with you a little bit the little mandolin I've been working on, and it's came out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, it's basically a Lloyd Loar style. Who Lloyd Loar used to play work for Gibson, and he designed this little mandolin. It's got these traditional kind of scroll and these points. I have no idea why they're there, but makes a good strap hanger. Don't know what function, if any, they have, other than they were just traditional. They've always been on there. If you can see, it has a little bit of a carved top and back on it, kind of like a violin. You can see the violin influence with the F holes. Top is spruce, the back and the neck and the sides are all made out of figured maple, so that's pretty traditional. The tailpiece is a little bit non-traditional, but a little more modern style tailpiece, but it holds the strings on there pretty well, so I liked it. It's gold with an ebony bridge, gold thumb wheels. The thumb wheels let you raise the strings up and down so you can get the action like you want it over the fretboard. The fretboard itself is made out of a piece of rosewood with mother of pearl dot inlays in it. You can see a little bit of the glow they put out. It's got gold tuners with plastic perloid buttons. Really, it's just plastic, but they call it perloid, so they can charge you a couple of dollars more for it. It's got a rosewood overlay on the headstock, and then it's got this nice little mother of pearl rose that I cut out of mother of pearl and inlaid in that. Sometimes the headstocks will have these real intricate mother of pearl inlays. That's fairly traditional to do that, but I don't really care for the look of it that much. I like something simpler like this. It doesn't have my logo on it anywhere, which usually I do something with that. The sound of it's pretty good. It's starting to open up, starting to sound like a mandolin's supposed to sound. They have a sweet little sound. They've got 4 strings on them. Each of those, there's 8 strings actually, or 4 different tones. And each of those is produced by 2 strings, same gauge, and they tune together. I suppose you could try tuning them like a 12 string or something where they're different, maybe get a little different sound out of them. Never seen anybody do that. But the top 2 are wound, and then the bottom 2 are not wound. These are bronze, phosphor bronze, traditional kind of Martin style strings on them. The tuning is, I think, similar to a violin in terms of the way it's tuned. They play a lot of fiddle tunes on this, and you can hear it's got kind of an Irishy, kind of like a bagpipes. It has that drone sound, and it's produced by the tuning, but also the double course strings, I think, contributes to that. So. That's open strings, open chords. They'll ring a little bit more. The bluegrass players use this thing more like almost like a drum, because they don't have drums in a string band. They just have acoustic instruments with strings on them, and so they'll get what they call chop chords, and they'll try to make a little percussion rhythm kind of background for the other instruments, and it works out pretty well doing that. they'll do those kind of things where they chop it. They call it a chop chord. So that's a pretty popular way to play it. Like I say, I'm not a mandolin player, not practiced in a long time. I'm just trying to get back into figuring that out, and never was very good to start with. So it's not a great instrument like a guitar or anything to kind of accompany yourself on, but you can kind of do it. It's maybe a campfire, real quiet kind of instrument. It's not extremely loud, so it'll carry underneath your voice just fine, I think. I'm going to try this. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold, so this may or may not work. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old, yeah, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, mine and lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty face of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Take me home, country road, to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me, radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road. That gives you a little bit of idea what it sounds like. Like I say, maybe after I get over this cold, practice a little bit more, it'll start playing in a little better. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. I like the way it came out, and just from here, it's practicing and getting a little better on it. Thank you.